It's that time of the year, folks. The temperature's dropping, the sun's setting at like 4 p.m., and there may be a chance of snow. That's right, it's winter! I hate winter. Out of all 4 seasons, it's easily my least favorite. But it wasn't always like that, though. As a kid, I loved everything about it. But as I grew up, I found myself hating more and more about the season until there was nothing left to enjoy. Well, other than Christmas. They'll never make me hate you. But before I explain why I hate this time of year, I just want to clarify that this is just my opinion. I've got my own experiences with the season to lead to this, so don't go hating on me because you think differently. Anyways, like and subscribe please, or else I'll freeze you in a block of ice. Now, onto the video. Winter is cold. Like, I'm not talking about simple jacket cold. Where I live, sometimes it'll get close to the single digits. Fahrenheit. And then sometimes it'll get super windy as well, and it's just, ugh. It's not the type of weather I like to deal with. I'd prefer things to be a little warmer. Such as in summer. Sure, it gets hot, but I feel like it's so easy to combat the heat. You could just stand in the shade, or use a fan, or eat some ice cream, or just jump in the pool. In the winter, on the other hand, you could wear a brilliant layer of clothing, which may not even completely work. And even then, you probably had to spend like 15 minutes just to get ready to go outside, which sometimes just isn't worth it. I'm sure it's not just me who feels this way. I remember back in college, whenever it was starting to get warm out, there'd be people all over campus just hanging around outside, having picnics, playing games, and just hanging out with their friends. I never saw anything like that during the winter. The only reason people were outside then was to get from one place to another. However, when it snowed, that wasn't always the case. Speaking of which... Alright, I'm gonna be honest here. Snow is nice to look at, from the comfort of your own home. Bonus points if you're wearing a cozy sweater. But honestly, that's where my enjoyment of snow ends. Even if it looks nice now, soon enough, it'll get stained with people's footprints, or it'll begin to melt, making everything look uneven and slushy. Ah, yes. Winter is beautiful. Well, at least inside, only your eyes are being assaulted. As soon as you have to go outside, it's a whole different story. For starters, it's probably super cold, so be sure to bundle up. Then we got the snowtime activities. Sure, we got the classics like building snowmen and sledding, which I'll admit are definitely fun things to do. But who can forget about everyone's favorite wintertime activity, shoveling snow? Oh boy, I love me some manual labor. I mean, I guess it's essential if you want to like leave your driveway, but it still sucks to do. Even as a kid, I was forced to help, which always ruined any snow day. Speaking of which, I used to love snow days. It was always a magical experience to wake up to a foot of snow and find out when my parents at the school called to cancel for the day. However, as an adult, that doesn't really affect me anymore. I know some workplaces also have snow days, but as of making this video, I have yet to experience that, so I can't really say much else about that now. I do know, however, that because of remote learning, some schools have limited or downright canceled snow days in favor of online classes. And to that, all I can really say is, good thing I graduated before having to deal with that. But also, I'm sorry that some of you have to lose one of the few good things about winter. But at least it's another reason to hate the season. Now finally, one of the worst things snow brings with it is ice. Icy roads, icy sidewalks, icy wiener.
Oh, crud.
There's no other time of the year where the simple act of walking from point A to point B can be a challenge. People literally need to put salt all over the place just to prevent this from happening. But we're all human, and it's very possible to miss a spot from time to time. Or sometimes, they just haven't done it yet. I remember one time back in 8th grade, it had begun to snow, but it wasn't enough to cancel school, so we still had to go. So there I was, waiting at my bus stop as the ice and snow began to cover everything around me, when I saw a bus coming in our direction. Seeing the bus, I gave myself a head start so I can enter it as soon as it arrived, when suddenly, I slipped. Now I'll tell you, that slip was rough. I was left with a big scrape on my back for like a week. But the worst part about all of this is that it wasn't even my bus! And all of this depends on if it even snows that year. Where I live, it's always a coin flip between if we'll get 2 inches or 2 feet of snow. So sometimes, we don't have to deal with all the pain snow brings. However, in its place, we're left with a cold and dead scenery. Ah yes, winter is beautiful. You never have to deal with any of this in the summer. the worst you may get is having to step on hot pavement. But if you literally just put on like a pair of flip-flops, you'll be fine. Well, at least snow is something to look forward to every season. Because other than snow, well, okay, maybe not nothing. We do have Christmas, which ironically is my favorite holiday of the year. Although, I'm a bigger fan of the overall season than the day itself. And if you want to get technical here, regardless of if you start celebrating in the beginning of November or December, most of the actual Christmas season takes place in the fall, with only like the last 5 days actually being winter. So basically, Christmas is an autumn holiday. Although I guess it does have more of a winter aesthetic to it. But I'm not gonna diss on the vibes. It's Christmas! My biggest issue comes after the holiday season. Once Christmas and New Year's pass, we enter the worst month of the year. January. Seriously, does anyone really like January? Like, we get 3 whole months of fun and festivities, and it's immediately followed by the cold and deadness of winter. Like, literally nothing happens at all. It's just sad. And then we get to February, which is only slightly better with Valentine's Day. But if you're like me and have never been in a relationship during that time, it's just another ordinary day. At least we can buy discount chocolate the day after. And finally, we come to March, which is still technically winter for the first 3 weeks. During that time, the only notable holiday is St. Patrick's Day, which is literally just a day to get drunk, if you're old enough. And we're green. Point is, winter may start off strong in the holiday department, but it drops off super fast. As for summer, actually, there's really not a lot of holidays in the summer either. But it makes up for it in the huge break from school and the higher chances of vacations. Now that gives you something to do. So that's basically why I don't like winter. But obviously, that's not everything I have to say about it. Otherwise, we'd be here all day. Also, there may be other stuff that I think of while working on this video that I just forget to include. So in case of all that, I'm just gonna put all those thoughts here. Anyways, I know I've been comparing winter to summer a lot, but that's just because it's the opposite season. And while I do believe that summer is better than winter, I wouldn't say it's the best season. That award goes to autumn. Seriously, think about it. The leaves start to change into a variety of beautiful colors. It starts to get cooler, but not too cool, and everything just feels more comfy and cozy. And who can forget the festivities? We got Halloween, Thanksgiving, and again, technically most of the Christmas season. It's basically a non-stop celebration. Also, I've seen lots of people share their hatred for both winter and summer, but I've never seen anyone hate on fall. And why is that? Well, because it's peak. So yeah, let's stop the love for winter, but also for summer, and appreciate the real best season, autumn. And that concludes today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, despite the hateful topic. So if you made it this far, tell me, what's your favorite season and why? Especially if you're a winter fan, maybe it'll give me something new to appreciate about the season. Either way, please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey guys, once again just want to thank you all for watching this video. I didn't get to do this part last time, but like, you know, a lot of other storytime YouTubers do it, so I thought I should also like do it. So yeah, here's the part of the video that's more or less improv, so sorry for a lot of ums and ands and pauses and whatever. Anyways, it's been a while since the last video, hasn't it? Yeah, lots been going on. I've been really busy, I had issues with my computer for like a week, but it's all taken care of now. Besides, I really want to get the video out before the end of the winter. So, I mean, mid-late February is still pretty good. That's basically the middle of winter. And, yeah, other than that, you guys should follow my Twitter and Blue Sky if you want to see more from me. I usually post art or, like, memes sometimes. It's kind of cool. And, the handles should be on screen, and the links for them should be in the description if you want to follow. And maybe you guys can send me fan art on there. Just tag me or send me messages or whatever. I don't know. Would be kind of cool. And if I get enough fan art, maybe I'll show them at the end of the video. Who knows? But, yeah, that's basically it. Talk to you guys next time. Bye!